So, good evening po sa ating lahat. And I would like to welcome you all to the first planetarium in Mindanao. And we all know this is one of Sir Anthony's legacy. So I hope you will enjoy your stay here in our planetarium. So to start, I am Prince Wilson Ao, one of Pag-asa curator, Pag-asa Planetarium curators and lecturers. I'm from Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration. Pag-asa not only focuses on weather and climate, but also to the astronomical services here in the Philippines. So, let's start. As you can see, our planetarium is dome-shaped because we are simulating the sky inside our planetarium. And as you can see, there are letters there, N, E, W, and S. N stands for North, E is for the East, W is for the West, and S is for the South. And those are cardinal points. Ginagamit po natin yung ating mga cardinal points to identify the direction or the map of our sky. Malalaman natin kung saan ba nakalagay yung different objects in our sky. For example, here you can see this bright object here is the Sun. And it is located in the eastern part of the sky. And to know exactly the position of a specific object, we need the coordinate systems. For example, the horizontal grid. This identifies how many degrees a specific object above the horizon. For example, here we can see it is around 15 degrees above the horizon. And aside from that, we also have equatorial grid, wherein the endpoints are located in the poles, north and south pole. And aside from that, we also have imaginary lines, such as the ecliptic line. This is the apparent path of the sun in our sky. Not only the sun, but the planets and the moon. And aside from that, meron din po tayong tinatawag na celestial meridian. This separates the eastern part of the sky and the western part of the sky. If ang ating pong sun is located in the eastern part, tinatawag po natin siyang AM or ante-meridian. Meaning the sun is located before the celestial meridian. And kung titingnan po natin yung araw natin, it travels from east to west direction. And later on, tatama po siya sa ating pong celestial meridian. And we call that true solar noon or tanghaling tapat. And since we're already on the topic of our sun's position in our sky, let's visit our sun. And this is the sun, the biggest object in our solar system. It is a G-type main sequence type of star, also called as yellow dwarf. And our sun is the biggest, as I said earlier. It can fit up to 1.3 million Earths inside of it. That's how big our sun is. And as you can see, in the surface of our sun, which is the photosphere, you can see spots there. Medyo darkened spots now. Those are sunspots. Sunspots are actually colder region compared to other parts of the sun, and that is because of highly concentrated magnetic field in those areas. And enough with the sun, let's proceed to our planets. And for our first planet, we have Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and one of the fastest planets in our solar system. Mercury also has thin atmosphere, which allows debris to easily pass through. And because of this thin atmosphere Mercury has, it has an extreme temperature variation from negative 170 degrees Celsius up to 420 degrees in Celsius. And yes, Mercury, isa po sa mga days sa week na pinangalan kay Mercury is Miyerkules. Miyerkules, Mercury. And next to Mercury, we have Venus. Even though Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, it is not the hottest planet. And that is because Venus is the hottest planet. And that is because of greenhouse gases. So many greenhouse gases on Venus atmosphere. Now, take po yung kanyang atmosphere, which traps heat more than any other planets inside our solar system. And Venus is also called as Earth's twin or kakambal ni Earth because they have similar in size. But unlike Earth, Venus rotates the other way around.
Oh.
Imagine sa Earth, nag-rise yung sun sa east. In Venus, it rises
West.
in the west. And it sets in the east. Kasi nga po, opposite yung rotation niya. And that is what we call retrograde rotations. And next, we have our home planet, which is planet
Earth.
Earth. It is also called as blue planet in our solar system. Now, planet Earth, alam naman po natin kung ano yung mga details of planet Earth. But one special thing about planet Earth is it is located in the Goldilocks zone of our solar system. The Goldilocks zone is the habitable zone of our solar system wherein the temperature is just right for the surface water to still exist. If our Earth is a little bit closer to the sun, all of our surface water will evaporate. And if it's a little bit far away, all of it will be frozen. Okay? And that is planet Earth. And next planet we have is Mars. And if Earth is called the blue planet, Mars is called the red planet.
Red planet.
And it is reddish due to iron oxide on its surface. Iron oxide, kalawang or rust. No? Now, Mars is one of the most explored bodies in our solar system. Why? Because in the distant past, according to our scientists that studying Mars, Mars have surface water long time ago. So maybe it is an indication of life in Mars. And today, wala na po siyang surface water, but there's still underground water sa Mars. So we continue to explore Mars using our rovers. Tinatawag natin mga Mars rovers. Okay? Next planet we have is the biggest planet in our solar system, which is
Saturn.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Now, those stripes na nakikita po natin sa surface ni Jupiter, those are clouds made up of ammonia and water. And one main feature of Jupiter is the Great Red Spot. Ito po parang mata-mata niya sa kanyang surface. No? That is actually a very big storm that has raged for hundreds of years. And as I said, it is the biggest planet. Even if we combine all other planets, still Jupiter will be twice as massive. Okay? Next planet we have is one of the famous planets in our solar system, which is Saturn. And Saturn is known for its rings. Yes. So may tinatawag, bakit daw kung may rings si Saturn compared to other planets, yung planet, wala naman. And that is because some of the debris na na-capture ni Saturn entered his Roche limit. Okay? Kaya meron po siyang rings. And Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system. But if we have enough body of water, Saturn can actually float on water. That is because it is a very low density planet. And next planet is also a ring planet. And also a gas planet. Okay? And that is Uranus. Now, Uranus, the unique thing about Uranus is the rotation. It rotates sideways. Imagine all other planets rotating like a top. Uranus rotates like a wheel on its orbit. And Uranus is the first planet that we discover using a telescope. And that is discovered by William Herschel. Okay? Now, the next planet we have is the last planet in our solar system. And that is... And by the way, Uranus is meron dyan, mas konti yung rings niya no? Compared to Saturn. That's why very prominent yung kay Saturn. But actually, in ancient times, they believe hindi siya ring planet. They believe tatlong body siya sa kanyang position. No? And lastly, we have Neptune. And yes, Neptune is the last planet. We do not consider Pluto anymore as a planet. It is a dwarf planet, not a planet anymore. Now, Neptune has bluish-green color due to methane on its atmosphere. No? And Neptune holds the record for having the strongest winds in our solar system. It can reach about 2,100 kilometers per hour. Mas mabilis pa po siya sa speed of sound. That's why it is called supersonic winds. And Neptune is discovered using mathematics, not by telescope. No, mathematics muna. It is computed due to Uranus anomaly in rotation. And those are the planets inside our solar system. But beyond that is so much more. Napakalaki po ng ating
Oh.
universe. So,
Hmm.
maybe